KP classes dedicated to excellence.
Hello everyone. Today we have Jashandeep Singh with us. He had secured a wonderful score of 99.8 percentile in JEE Paper 2 this year. And in this short video, we will have a short interaction with him and get to know his approach towards this exam and what made him successful. So, firstly, Jashandeep, I would like to congratulate you and begin with the first question about the reaction. What was your reaction? Were you expecting such a wonderful score in the examination?
Thank you, sir. Actually, in the beginning, I was really surprised after seeing my result, but I was knowing that I did good in aptitude and drawing session, but I was really not expecting 99.8 percentile. So it was really unexpected, but at the end of the day, I was happy.
That's nice. So I would also like to know for future aspirants, students are also interested to know because everyone who is attempting this exam is at the same level they are in +1 or +2 standard. So what was your mindset during your school? When did you decide that you have to take up this examination and take up architecture? And when did you start your preparation with KP classes and how did you start preparing for the examination?
Actually, I was really good at painting and drawing from beginning only, and I was knowing that I want to do something in creative field in which I'm like really good. So I searched about it and I came across architecture, and then I searched which colleges are better, which colleges are score accept which type of score. So I came across JEE B.Arch exam. So I searched more about it, its syllabus, and where can I find its online coaching. So that's how I found the KP classes, and I went for it.
Okay. And what was your motivation towards architecture? Like you said, you were good in creative, you were always looking for creative field. But was there any particular motivation, particularly for architecture?
Uh, Actually, I was really fascinated about buildings and stuff too, and architecture about buildings. And it was as I searched more about it, I felt more and more in love with this architecture. So that's how I get to know this is something really for me.
Okay. So let me now shift towards the exam specific points because many people want to know these aspects so that they can also perform well and have an outstanding result in the JEE examination. So I would start to begin with time management. I'm sure you would have other, other aspects like going to school, preparing for various competitive exams because +1, +2 something which is already jam packed. How did you manage your time for JEE2 preparation and how did you practice? Was there any dedicated time, particularly for sketching and to improve your sketching score or architectural aptitude part? What was your take on time management?
I was a regular school going student, and in 11th, I joined the coaching, taking classes, and I started taking lectures and classes. But in 11th, I didn't focus much on self study part. It was in 12th when I realized that now it's time I need to really focus on it. So in 12th, I started self study too with classes. And in school, I try to complete all my school stuff in school only, so that in home I can focus more on JEE paper.
That is a very good strategy for good time management of school and preparation for competitive exams that I'm sure will be helpful for others too. Moving towards the understanding of exam, uh, did you, during the time of your research, did you understand the importance of syllabus, the parts you have in it, the mathematics, so the subjects and the syllabus? uh, what was your understanding of it, or how important is it to know the syllabus before you start preparation?
Actually, it's really important to have full on understanding about subjects, that which topics are of maximum weightage and which are most scoring subjects. Like there are many topics in building, construction and materials, build about different buildings and architects. And there are great weightage of 2D and 3D questions type 2. So yeah, it's really important to have full understanding about syllabus before, and then you need to focus on topics which are really more beneficial and more of weightage.
Okay. Do you have any favorite topic or subject for JEE paper 2?
As I told you before that I like drawing from beginning only. So drawing was also really inspiring and uh, subject that I liked. And Amplitude was also very interesting to get to know about more and more buildings and their architects. It was also very inspiring and interesting to study.
Okay. And by any chance, do you remember what was your first class when you attended the KP classes, coaching for NATA JEE examination preparation? Do you remember by any chance what was your first lecture?
It was a drawing session, and in that we learned basics about perspective and isometric view a little bit. Yeah, it was a very interesting session.
Okay, that's nice. And moving towards revision after your preparation, was there any particular plan you had for revision just before the examination? What all did you revise, if any?
Uh, yeah, I focused main on the aptitude part because its weightage is maximum. It's of 200 marks, as you know. So I focused more on aptitude side and less on math side because I was knowing that in last time we can't improve much in maths, but we can really improve more in amplitude. So I gave more time in to amplitude part and I also practice a little bit of drawing too.
Okay, thank you. And can you tell me any three things with your preparation program of KP classes which you liked, which you think really helped you in your good score of the exam?
Drawing classes actually really helped me. Like before it, I was doing drawing from like copying things, but from classes, I get to know how can I turn my imagination into piece of paper, and then questions that were available on KP classes there that also really helped me a lot. And time I try to attempt like every question paper that was available on app and. Amplitude classes was also really helpful in the in 12 session that I took. And the recorded video session was also really helpful that was available on the app.
Right? And any one or two or three advice you think will be useful for future aspirants of JEE examination, which they have to keep in mind for a very good score.
Uh, like previous year questions are really helpful. One should try to solve as many as previous question as he or she can, and you really need to be good in aptitude, but you can't compromise there. So as it's of 200 marks, as I already said. So I think so you need to focus a lot on aptitude, and I think so from math and drawing you can compromise. I think if you're not good at drawing, you can improve in math more. If you're not good at math, then you can improve in drawing. But aptitude is must.
So that was a very important set of insights, Jashandeep, for future aspirants. I'm sure this will really motivate future students to do well in their NATA and JEE examination. And thank you for taking out time to have this short interaction with us. And all the best for your future career in architecture.
KP classes, dedicated to excellence.